We have 20/20 vision when it comes to seeing other people's sins, and we're so often blind to our own. That's exactly what's happening in 2 Samuel 12. David is guilty of sleeping with Bathsheba, committing adultery. He's guilty of lying. He's guilty of cover-up. He's guilty of orchestrating the death of Uriah on the battlefield. So he's guilty of murder. He's guilty of all of these things. And when Nathan the prophet comes to David and tells him this story about a poor man who has this very special lamb, and a rich man takes that lamb away and kills it and serve it to his guest. And David is irate at the audacity of the man in the story, and he pronounces a sentence upon him. Well, of course, Nathan is telling the story about David. Atah ha'ish, Nathan says in Hebrew, you are the man. David was blind to what he had done, but he saw very well the sin of the man in this story. Of course, in that story, the man ended up being himself. So when you think about the law of God, don't see it as a window that you can look through to spy the sins of your neighbor. Look at the law as a mirror to reflect our own, and confess those sins to the Lord, who is ready and willing to forgive us for the sake of Jesus Christ, who has died and risen again for our sins.